How did you meet?
I was doing a show, but I talked about how Irish girls are my kryptonite. There's something about them. I don't know. It just drives me crazy. And my wife Michelle McNamara, she could not have been more Irish. She could not have been more Irish looking. And so after the show, I'm talking to some comedians, and she walks by and just she's like, "Hey, Irish girls, nice," and then kept walking. And one of my friends said, "Go out and get her. What are you doing?" And so I ran out where she was walking away, and I said, "Hey, look, hey." But the first word I said to my future wife was, "Hey." I shouted it from 30 feet away, which that's romance. And then I said, "Look, I don't want to do any, this is my number, give me your number, let's go and let me take you on a date or something." We very, very early on just enjoyed sitting and talking with each other. This was someone I could really, really talk to. And we talked about true crime. I was into true crime the way that those kind of a lame 20-year-old trying to look interesting is. She was into the facts, whereas I was into the look how interesting and dangerous I am. So it was that I'm meeting someone that's calling me on my nonsense and bringing me back down to earth, and it was, it was so exhilarating to encounter someone like that. I just saw very early on she wasn't going to be blown away by big, grand, romantic gestures. It was going to be about just be honest and be who you are. Even if it's awkward, I'll take that. Because I was very insecure and putting up all these fronts. She was one person's like, "How about what's behind all that?" Then it was, then it was great.
How'd you propose?
I took her to Aquavit in New York, and I called the chef ahead of time, and I had him make this really intricate chocolate dessert box that when you open it, then the ring was inside of it.
That's classic. That's wonderful. And did she immediately say?
Yeah, she said yes. She was very, and it was weird because the day before, I got this really horrible stomach flu. So the night of the proposal, I'm sitting there just sweating. I look like the cliche of the guy proposing to the woman he loves because I'm just bathed in sweat. But it was just the stomach flu that I was fighting, and just please get to the dessert. I'm just begging you, please. And so the wedding it was all black and white, but she wore a red dress. So she was the only slice of color in this room. And then she found these amazing Scottish wedding vows. It was about the realism of going into a marriage. It was so beautiful. It was just like, this is amazing.